Hello. Bet you a lot of you guys are kind of wondering what's going on right now. So if you do follow my channel, you probably have a pretty good idea. If this is the first video you're seeing, I'm going to kind of explain what's going on. So my girlfriend and I, Jaylena, leave her wild, are pregnant. Our baby's due like in a month. And I've had this bus. This is Minion. It's a little 4-window, 7.3 power stroke. She's got a little 4-window. We had these buses before we knew we were pregnant. We both had our own little buses to do whatever we wanted to do. But once we realized we had a child coming, we realized this isn't really enough room, you know. So I decided to buy a bigger bus. I bought a 29-foot 5.9 Cummins 12 valve, and every time I do a conversion on a bus, I always take it to a mechanic to make sure that it's 100% dialed in. Took it to a mechanic, didn't even get home, and the motor blew up. It's going to be really expensive to put a new motor in it, and there's a huge wait time. So I have no idea when I'll see that bus again. In the meantime, I don't have a bus, and we only have one 4-window bus built out right now, and the baby's due in 1 month. That brings me to what I'm doing right now. I have decided to build Minion. This is the month of May. Baby's due in June. So this is May 2nd, 3rd. It's like the beginning of May. I just need my own bus. You know, I haven't had my own bus since I sold SKOOLIE, and I've been using this as a work truck and was planning on building the bigger bus out. But that's just not an option right now. What we're doing today is we're cleaning this bus out, and we're going to do a layout so we can decide what we want to do in here, and we're going to build this bus out so that we have a place right now while everything else is kind of in chaos. Now, when I first decided to do this bus, I was like, oh, I'll just make it a weekend warrior, like an office, super cheap build, nothing crazy, because I'm going to have the big bus eventually. But then, and that's kind of how I went forward. And then as things went on, I'm like, I was planning on having the big bus, and I don't have it. So it's like things change. And I felt like I should build I have this bus. This bus runs. I've never had a problem with 7.3 power strokes. I've owned like 5 or 6 of them. And I feel like I'm gonna build this bus kind of to where I'm not gonna plan on having the big bus. So I'm gonna spend a little more money, and I'm gonna spend a little more effort in the build, which means I'm gonna do a shower, which I wasn't gonna do before, because Jaylena and I need a place to live. We have her bus, which we're going to kind of make like a nursery. Like, it's pretty much going to be like Ember's space and like her room, and then Jaylena and I'll have my bus to like live in and like work out of. And so I have a bus again. So that's kind of where we're at. So I'm going to build this bus out, hopefully this month. So in 1 month, less than 30 days. Just so I can have my own bus again and we have a place to live, because it's 4 months out for a motor just to get it, and then it's got to be put in. So it's like I don't even and then it's like I got to build it out. So we're talking 6 months where we don't really have a living situation. And like it's been kind of ghetto ever since I sold SKOOLIE. You know, we haven't really had anything like permanent. So that's the idea here, and that's what we're doing in this video. And now we're gonna hop into a layout, but I just wanted to drop in here and give you guys some verbal stuff on what's going on. Everybody, welcome to the Minion Bus. I guess we're gonna call this day one, I think. Now I got it all taped up and I got it all kind of laid out, and I'm gonna talk you through it. When you first come in the bus, over here we're gonna have a jump seat. I was talking to my buddies our Van Quest, and they use seats out of Ford Transits because you can get a floor bracket. You can just mount it, the bracket straight to the floor. The seat will just clip right out, and you can take the whole seat out. But the thing is like I was looking for people who built buses that have put car seats in their rig, and it's not that common. We're gonna end up putting a Ford Transit seat right here that I can put a car seat in. It'll be 2, so Jaylena and Ember can sit in there. That's kind of the main thing I'm doing to build this for the kid. And then we'll just kind of go around. As we come over here, this is gonna be, I'm gonna have to get a little ice co that's gonna be on a slider that's gonna fit under there. And then this will be a countertop. And I don't think I'm gonna do an inset burner. I think I'm just gonna do, because the cabinet's gonna come up like this, and then I'm gonna have some drawers. Which I could put an inset burner in there pretty easily, but then I gotta like mount a propane tank or get a propane line over there, which my propane's on the other side, so that'd be really hard. So I think I'm just gonna do a single burner. I don't cook that much, and I'll just have the countertop, lots of drawer space, and I could take the thing outside and cook. I don't think it matters that much. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. It's gonna be counter and fridge. Now, this is where it's going to be a little different than normal. I'm doing a U-shaped bed. So it's going to be a bench seat there, and then a little bench back there. Now, I know you've heard me talk about keeping the back door open so I can get plywood in and out of here. And that's going to be a removable bench. That'll slide out, because I'm not going to be hauling plywood every day, but I'm gonna need to once in a while. That's gonna be a removable bench. It'll slide out when I need it to. And then the table mount for the Lagoon mount is gonna be right here. And then that little space right there is gonna be a table that can swivel around. So Jaylena and I do a lot of computer work. One could be working there, one could be working there. We could work on the table, we could have meals together. I think it just makes it a really usable space. And I'm gonna put the electric over here, so the battery bank and all the stuff over there, and then try and keep as much stuff tucked to one side as I can, so I can have room to put stuff in there. And then over here is gonna be the water tank, and I gotta put a water heater in somewhere. I'm not sure where. And then it's gonna be like Bussy, where I'll have the overhead shelves again, and then the overhead cabinets in the back. But let's keep going over here. Bench seat, U-bed type of situation there with a removable center. As we come over here, this right here is just going to be more countertop, some drawers, and my sink is going to go right here. Probably use the same sink that I used in Bussy, and I'm going to do a shower. It's going to go all the way up in that section there. That's going to be a shower. I'm going to mount a Dickinson heater, which is something I've never used before, against that wall. So when we're sitting and vibing in this area, we'll be able to see the flame flickering from the heater off that wall. I think it'd be really cool. And I'm going to put a toilet in there, so this will be a shower toilet area in that window. And I'm going to take that window out and do a delete, which is something I've never done before either. And then this right here will just be another closet like I did in Bussy. Now, I'm probably going to do a cedar ceiling in here, and I'm going to do the LED track lighting like I did in Bussy again. So it's going to be kind of like Bussy, but built a little fancier with a shower and a toilet, and with a jump seat for the car seat. It's going to be kind of a mix of Vin Diesel in that. I'll do the pre-finished plywood again, and I don't know, I might do some more white instead of black in this build, or some live edge. I don't know, I guess we'll see how the design comes out, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, now what I'm gonna do is, now that I got kind of my mind made up, I'm probably just gonna draw this out on paper just to kind of like keep the layout in my head, and then I'm gonna order everything I need to build this bus. I might tell you how much that is, but I'll probably just keep track and maybe do a whole video on that at the end. This is gonna be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all you guys showing up every single week. I'm excited to build this bus. Like, I bought this bus to build it, and now I get to build it. I kind of stopped to do the big bus, but now I get to actually build it and build a space for the kid, me and Jaylena. The only thing that isn't really in here is a bed for her, but I figure I'll have the big bus by the time she's big enough for that to matter, and we'll figure it out together. This is Isaac signing out. If you like bus stuff, like bus life adventures, or you just like building tiny homes or whatever, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.